In this video, we're going to talk about the Nanite Nightmare, Simmons Ghostly Return. Alrighty then, this is a comic book review of Rat City, issue number 7, brought to you by RatedComics. Let's get to it. Now, previously in Rat City, an injured Quinlan has been infected by the deviant hellspawn nanites and begins to see visions of Al Simmons. And the vision that Quinlan saw was pure hell. Al Simmons, Spawn, and Violator going at it in the pits of hell. And he was right in the middle of it. Quinlan didn't know who Al Simmons was at the time, but Al Simmons scared the crap out of him. And why wouldn't he? Because Al Simmons was that dude, you know? So Quinlan knew that he had to get out of there. And even though Spawn and Violator are going at it in the pits of hell, it gets intense to the point that Quinlan's face starts to melt off and it burns. Because why wouldn't he? He's in the pits of hell watching two angry, mad, ferocious brothers going at it. But then Quinlan saw them. And it was Reese, his lover, will protect you, won't we, Peter? Peter in the Spawn 2099. I know someone gave me crap about it. I don't know if it was giving me crap about it, but that's the best way I could think of it. And Peter Cairns like, definitely Reese, will protect Quinlan. And Quinlan's just like, I don't know if I want any protection right now. I just want to go home and sleep and drink some hot cocoa, watch some Netflix. So in the storage facility, that's where they're at right now. Because in the previous issue, Peter accidentally injured Quinlan's arms in the act of hurting and attempting to murder Dr. Amon. But later on, as we know, that really wasn't the case. But Quinlan is hurt, so he used his nanites to heal Quinlan's arms. So he did that to prevent an infection. But the nanites were infecting Quinlan's mind. And Peter's like, let me see what I gotta do here, because these visions were causing Quinlan to have all these kind of reactions and emotions. And Quinlan, in the act of desperation, he didn't know what to do. And he didn't know where it was gonna go. But before you know it, Quinlan was starting to flatline. He felt that this was becoming real. And he didn't want Quinlan to die. So he was just hoping in any act of desperation that this was gonna work. And when he puts that futuristic needle inside Quinlan, yeah, the nanite bond was broken, but the damage was already done. They returned to Peter Cairns' arm. And for a moment, they took Quinlan's voice away from him. Remember that time like when you had nightmares and you wake up in the middle of the night trying to scream, or you try to scream in your nightmares and you scream, but no screaming comes out, no voice comes out? Yeah, that's exactly what Quinlan is feeling right now. Like the fear swallowed his voice to punish you one last time. And then finally the scream comes out and he lets it all rip. And Peter's like, yo, my bad. Like, forgive your boy. So in PTS headquarters, Dr. Nomis goes up to Dr. Amon about, I gotta get these blood transfusions because I believe they're trying to build additional machines like Peter Cairns, trying to make these army for the corporation, but they just can't figure it out because Peter is an outlier, but they don't know that Peter's suit is from the past into the future, into present time. And Dr. Amon is pissed, like, man, $17 for this prosthetic arm, and this girl, my lab partner right here, just treat me like trash? Come on now. So Dr. Bose is like, hey, Dr. Nomis, are you even listening to me? And she's like, yes, I was trying to track down Peter Cairns like you asked, but I can't find him. It's like they don't exist. And Dr. Bose is like, how? That deviant bastard has millions of dollars of tech in him. He can't just disappear. Yeah, I know, but I can't find him anywhere. So Dr. Bose is like, what about Quinlan Wally? They are definitely in the PTS system. And she was like, I ran through their DNA and the satellite chain before and got nothing. So Dr. Bose is like, you better keep trying. I don't want to have to tell the chairman you lost our query. So meanwhile in the storage facility, Quinlan wakes up and Peter asked Quinlan, did you see anything? What'd you see? Tell me about your nightmares. And Quinlan's like, I don't remember. And Quinlan knows that Quinlan should have told Peter the truth, but Quinlan didn't want him to think that he was crazy, So Peter asked her, well, how do you feel? And Quinlan's like, better, but I just woke up and it sucks. So where the hell are we? This place is weird. And Peter tells her it's Reese owned this storage facility. Your former lover, now we're safe. We're here. He let people use the units as apartments during the housing crisis, but the city caught on to him and shut him down. But he still tried to get people their stuff back. So Peter's like, come on, we got to do something to get your strength back in full. So here's my food. I'm not really the greatest cook, but here. And Quinlan's like, well, it looks edible. When I first met Reese, he gave me a list of people to look up. He was trying to return their stuff, I guess, from here. Reese was a real Boy Scout, wasn't he? And Peter's like, going back to the flashback many years ago, Reese wasn't a Boy Scout. He would take a life without hesitation. But you know what? Reese was my boy. So I wouldn't call him a Boy Scout. But Peter, trying to save face because you don't speak ill of the dead, tells Quinlan, yeah, Reese tried to save all of us. She tried to take care of all of us. And look where it got him. And he says that in a sad face, but you just can't speak ill of the dead. So while Peter's nanites were in Quinlan, it was hidden from PTS satellite scans. But the second they rejoined with Peter, it was fair game because now they register in the PTS system. And Dr. Nomus is like, oh, no way. I knew Dr. Bose and PTS would never let us go. So now it is fair game, it's game on, and the hunt begins. So Dr. Nomus goes to Dr. Bose and he's like, I got some good news for you, bruh. What is it? Well, hey, they found him. We found Quinlan, we found Peter. They came up on the registration system. And Dr. Bose is like, good work. Now, get that security team at that location right before he could complete his sentence. The chairman says, delay that. And Dr. Bose is like, wait a minute, I thought you were in Basel. Chairman's like, I'm still in Switzerland, but I'm never so far away as to not know what's going on. I want to introduce you to Victoria Dashiell. And she looks like she's ready to get, give Peter chaos at work. So chairman's like, she's very good at finding things and people in hologram form. So, come on now, you giving the Star Wars thing, you're not even really there, but he still kind of imposes that presence and that dominance too. And chairman's like, she will be my eyes while I'm away. So Dr. Nomus is like, okay, we found Quinlan and we found the deviant. And Dr. Bose adds, if Karen isn't with Wally now, then I'm sure he's not far behind. We can send over a squad too. No, says chairman, this is what I want, Dr. Bose, and I won't send a squad to be foiled like last time. If Karen is with them, then we need to be prepared. And Dr. Bose is like, but sir, you are making a mistake sending one individual and not an entire squad. And the chairman's like, I don't make mistakes, all right? Relax. Maybe the chairman knows something that they don't know. Maybe the chairman knows that this ain't my suit, so I'm not sending a whole squad here. I don't know. So Victoria is like, the deviant is the priority, Dr. Bose. Capture and elimination, do you understand? And the chairman's like, even Dr. Amon agrees, because in the previous issue, Dr. Amon, well, he got that work. You guys remember that from issue number 6. If you haven't watched it, go ahead and check it out. But Dr. Bose is upset because he wants to examine the deviant. And this is where this is kind of a creepy moment right here, because the chairman's like, please don't make me repeat myself. Picks up one of his little glasses from science and whatnot and crushes it with his bare hands, even though he's in digital format right now. So we go back to the storage unit and Peter, Kayarn, and Quinlan is like, okay, we need a new system right now, right? And Quinlan's like, yeah, but who knows if they can pick us up right now? PTS has eyes and ears everywhere. So Peter's like, well, you're the tech head. I'm sure you can make something out of junk lying around. So I know this stuff is kind of ancient, but what can you do with it? And I don't know what to make of it. It looks like a little bit of Iron Man, but a discount Walmart version of it with some, Overkill from Spawn series with Machine and Man kind of being made. I don't know what to expect of that, but you know what? That is the end of Rat City, issue number 7, the Nanite Nightmare. Well, Al Simmons get Ghostly Return. Obviously, maybe it is his Ghostly Return, but that was just Quinlan having a nightmare, so we got to get our boy Al Simmons in there. But we're gonna see how this story picks up from here on out. What you guys think of the comic book? Comment below, let me know, and also link in description if you wish to add this comic book and or any of our other limited print rated comic exclusives to add to your comic book collection. Support the art, support the industry. With all that being said, thank you again for watching. Until next time.